I'd like to talk about Australian made. Many of the flat out products are Australian made, but not all of them. There's been a little bit of recent confusion around this because we've made some changes in the last couple of years, and it's never been our intention to mislead anybody or confuse you. So I'm making you this video so that you can understand what's been going on and why we've done what we've done. I know there are a lot of companies that have an indie following, they get popular, and then all of a sudden they take their products overseas so that they can try and make more margin, and we get grumpy because the quality goes down, everything falls to crap. Trust me, that is not what has happened, that is not who we are. And if we wanted to do that, we would have done it a completely different way. So here, let me explain. For starters, multi-reels, this one here, are made in Australia. They're made by a small family business in Smithfield, and we've been working with them for more than 20 years. John is as much part of the Flat Out family as any other team member, even though it's his own company and he makes these ones for us in Smithfield in Sydney. The drink water hose, this drink water hose was made in Melbourne and then shipped to Sydney. In Sydney, we put the brass on. The brass has always come from overseas. We've never been able to get brass from overseas. We shipped it to John. John would be putting the ends on and putting them in the multi-reels as he produces the multi-reels. And then that's how this one's been made. Salvage hose. This is an Aussie-made marvel of cooperation. We have the fittings here that have been made in Port Macquarie and now in Central Coast. We have the multi-reel still made in Smithfield by John, and we have the salvage hose made in Silverwater, which is a couple suburbs down. And what we do is we ship this time the multi-reel to Silverwater, and as the tubing comes off the manufacturing, it gets wound into the unit and off to the warehouse from there. We only launched extension leads last year, but that was actually a work in progress of many years because we were trying to find a way of making it in Australia. You can get cabling made in Australia. We could have got ends put on in Australia, moulded and put on, but they would have been screwed on the way that you do it with the electrician, which would have lowered the overall quality. We couldn't get this lovely moulded all-in-one idea done in Australia. And when we found the right people overseas, we were able to find the highest quality product that we just couldn't do here. Now, the new teal drink water hose is also brought in from overseas. We did make another whole video explaining all of that. Basically, our factory in Melbourne that was making the white one changed the way they did their manufacturing and were no longer able to make it for us. Now, we tried all sorts of things to keep the hosing in the country. However, we could find one company that could do the jacket, but they couldn't do the polyurethane for anti-tainting. We went to another company to try and make the polyurethane, but we couldn't actually put them together in an effective method that would stick. It just became too hard, and we literally tried everyone that's capable of making anything like it. Even when we went overseas, we spent a year working through samples and different manufacturers to try and find the right one, because this kind of hose is really high tech. It's actually really hard for anyone to make. So we had to find the best of the best in order to be able to make us anything like what we were after. The way we're doing this is logistically still quite difficult. We have to bring the hose in, we ship it to John, and then John still winds it onto the multi-reel in the Smithfield factory. Now, if we were about just trying to make more money, one, we wouldn't have made this one less expensive than the last one, because the savings that we had by going overseas, even though we were looking for the highest quality, exchange rates still meant that we could bring the price down a little bit. Two, we would have made the multi-reel over there as well, so we could ship a finished product straight to the warehouse. That would be so much easier for us. However, we're committed to the small businesses that we've been working with for the well, we're 25 years old now, and we're committed to using Aussie manufacturing wherever we can. So while not everything is actually made in Australia anymore, as much of it as possible is. Even our t-shirts. I mean, do you know how hard I had to go to find Aussie-made versions of printed t-shirts? We ship these from WA. Even our stubby coolers, everything that we can, we do, and we love being able to support that. Our partners that we're working with overseas are not about skimping and saving a dollar, they're about making awesome gear that we want to bring to you so that you can have an amazing travel experience. If you have any questions or any concerns at all, contact our customer service team and we'll help you out, we'll address it. Really appreciate you taking the time to catch up on what's going on, and thanks for watching.